Hello everyone and welcome back to the Goes to 11 Vise Squad, brought to you by Andrews Fly Company. My name is Bryce Miller and I'm your Sunday host. After you've watched this clip, please head over to our awesome online stores at fishingandoutdoors.ca and .net for international and US shoppers. And today I'm going to show you how to tie a white and black woolly bugger. Start our thread all the way up at the bead and work our way down to the, not quite to the bend of the hook, where it just starts to bend. There we go. Snip off our end here. So start out with some marabou, white marabou for the tail. This pattern right here has worked very well for me this time of year. The fish are really trying to get a meal before winter comes, and they're looking for the bigger ones. So you get brookies, you get wild rainbows, they're all chasing streamer right now. And this white and black woolly bugger really does the trick. One of my favorite brookie flies this time of year, actually. Alright, so now that we got that with an even body, let's cinch down a couple wraps to make sure it all stays in place. Got a pretty heavy thread today. Keep an even body. And now we're going to tie in white ultra wire. All the way down, once again, to keep that even body. Alright, now something about me, some of you probably don't know, I don't like tying woolly buggers the traditional way. I prefer to use a dubbing for the body instead of finial. So that's what we're going to do today. We have a Trout Hunter blackish brown, the actual name of it. It's not just me naming things, it's the actual color. We're just going to dub the thread here and wrap to create a nice slightly tapered body, but mostly even. You guys will notice with me tying these patterns, they're not always going to be the traditional way. I like to experiment a little bit. I like to find my own preferred flies, the way they look. Hoping to share that all with you guys on these Vise Squad segments. I hope you guys are liking it. Make the front just a little bit more than the back of the fly. That way you get a little bit more taper in the hackle, even though it itself will be tapered too. Alright, we got our body made now. Wire out the back. Now, normally you would use a soft tackle for a woolly bugger, but once again, I'm a little different. This one's not crazy though. You see a few people do this, but we got a dry fly feather here, oversized, so it's gonna be a little softer than most dry fly feathers. So this dry fly feather will push more water, and this time of year with the fish being super aggressive, that extra water push could be the difference between turning the fish head or not. So that's what we're gonna do today. Also, it's a grizzly feather if you didn't see. It'll kind of keep the black and white look to it. Tie it in. Also, before I keep going, we tied this feather in by the back and not the tip. When you tie in from the back and we wrap it, these front fibers will be longer than the back fibers, which will give us that tapered body once again. A little bit of information. So we're gonna half hitch off. Bring our bobbin cradle around. Hold our feather. And we're gonna make nice, even wraps. Now, we're going to catch it with our wire right on the edge of the feather. And we're going to counter wrap this wire and there you go. Now we're going to tie off our wire. We're going to bobbin cradle back. Catch it. A few wraps on top. I'm going to helicopter this wire off. Polymer on this fly is really similar to when we did that stimulator a couple weeks ago. I always like the stimulator. It has a lot of techniques to it. Really, if you can tie a stimulator, you know a lot more techniques than you really think you do. So now we have polymer body. Push a ton of water. Gonna flow in the water. And now we're gonna half hitch off for the finish. I'm gonna talk about fishing this fly for a little bit here. So now that we got it done, I'll bore you out a little bit. When I'm fishing this fly, at least for trout, I like to tie a nymph off to the back of the hook here about no more than a foot. When trout tend to chase streamers, they will short strike the streamer. They'll grab this marabou tail right here and they'll grab it every time. But if you throw a nymph back there behind it, a lot of times the fish will see that nymph and get sidetracked almost and hit the nymph instead. So after you tie this fly, head over to one of the other videos made by Ryan and check out some of his nymphs. Tie one of them to throw behind it. Thank you for watching today's segment. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking to buy some great outdoor gear, once again, check out our store at www.fishingandoutdoors.ca and then .net for US and international customers. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that little reminder bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week.